Good afternoon. I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Oklahoma City Metropolitan Area Public Schools Trust. First order of business is to approve the minutes of the December 20 meeting of this trust. I recognize a motion to that effect.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Second. Moved and seconded. Any discussion? We'll vote. Approved. We have two financial reports. One is to being asked to approve the Oklahoma City Metropolitan Area Public Trust Revenue and Obligation Report for November 2011, and also being asked to ratify the Oklahoma City Metropolitan Area Public Schools Trust payments.
Nothing to highlight. We'd be happy to answer any questions the trustees may have.
Are there any questions? Is there a motion to approve and ratify?
So moved.
Been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved.
Right on it.
We have several suburban school district applications for funding. First, the application of funding for the Midwest City Dell City Public School District, a softball press box and bleachers at Carl Albert High School, $137,941.19. And we also have one for another school at Midwest City Dell City Public School for Dell City High School, softball press box and bleachers for $139,383.55. We have a third one for Midwest City High School, $148,510.65 for softball press box and bleachers. And I would ask that we vote on all three of those at the same time.
I move approval of items A, B, and C.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved. Next, we're being asked to approve an application of funding for Mustang Public School District, 20 acres for a future school in the vicinity of Sarah Road and Southwest 29th Street and 44th Street, $350,000. Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second, Mr.
Moved
Chairman.
and seconded. We'll vote. Approved. We have four change orders. First change order is a change order for Spencer Elementary School, an increase of $59,699, project ES 65.
Mr. Chairman, this is a one-item change order. It has to do with temporary classrooms or utilities below a portion of the existing building scheduled for demolition in future phases, but they needed to get the utilities upgraded in the meantime, and so we had to modify the phasing schedule to accommodate this.
Any questions? Is there a motion to approve this change order?
So moved.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved. Next, we're being asked to approve change order number 6 for Northwest Classen High School, increase of $151,180, project EF 78.
A number of items for Northwest Classen. Obviously, this is the existing high school over there that's being remodeled. The biggest item is item 7, which is auditorium electrical revisions. You may or may not know, but the Friends of, I'm not sure the name of it, the Friends of Northwest Classen, something like that, have donated a lot of money to upgrade that facility, and we did need to get some basic infrastructure upgraded to accommodate. In other words, they were going to put in additional speakers and things like that. Well, we didn't have the basic infrastructure for power to get them to do what needed to be done. So this is to bring the base infrastructure in so that they can then donate that money and get the improvements so they'll work and work well. And so this is actually leveraging a small amount of money to accommodate a much larger donation.
Are there any questions? Is there a motion for approval?
I'll make it, Mr. Chairman.
Second. There's moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved. Next item, we're recommending to the Board of Education of Independent School District number 89 that they approve change order number 10 for Capitol Hill High School, an increase of $17,046, project EB 13.
This is just a minor changeover in the overall scope of things. Mostly it has to do with some temporary classrooms, again, to accommodate the phasing.
Any questions? Is there a motion for approval? It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved. Final change order. Recommend the Board of Education of Independent School District number 89 approve change order number 11 for Classen School of Advanced Studies, an increase of $84,355 to project EB 14. Any questions? Mr. Couch.
This is one of the final change orders on the projects, and be happy to answer any questions you may have. It's 25 different items. There are no major items amongst those 25 items, though.
What was the overall percentage?
8.53
8.53%.
over budget.
That's good.
Any other questions? Is there a motion for approval?
Move to approve.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved. We're now being asked to adopt a resolution approving use of the U.S. Communities Government Purchasing Alliance Agreement for the procurement of school furniture with Verco Manufacturing Corporation.
Mr. Chairman, we've done this in the past, and this is a renewal of this contract, and we don't buy all of our things there, but when we are pricing, this gives us another tool to take a look at as we price out furniture.
Any questions? Is there a motion for approval?
Move to approve.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved. Mr. Couch, update status report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Right now, there are 29 schools in construction. Several are nearing completion, including Buchanan, Eugene Fields, elementary schools, Northwest Classen High School, and Classen SAS. We have 7 schools left in design, 5 middle schools that will be bidding in the near future. Roosevelt on January 24th, Webster on March 6th, Tapp on March 20th, Jefferson on April 24th, and Rogers on May 15th. That leaves us the Emerson Alternative, which is scheduled to bid in the spring of 12, the downtown elementary school, and we're in schematic design on that, and then the administration building, which we're in schematic design on. So the list is getting shorter and shorter. On the 2007 bond project, 7 schools are in final plans for new classrooms and gymnasiums. Coolidge, Van Buren, Hayes, Monroe, and West Nichols Hills Elementary Schools has classrooms and gyms. Wheeler Elementary School has new classrooms, and Nichols Hills has a new gym. For groundbreakings and grand openings, Rancho Villa Elementary School, we have a groundbreaking on Friday the 27th, January 27th at 1:30. Arthur Elementary, we have a groundbreaking on Friday, March 9th at 1:30. Hillcrest Elementary, we have a grand opening Monday, February 6th at 10:30. Coolidge Elementary, we have a grand opening Friday, February 10th at 1:30. Greystone Upper Elementary School, grand opening Friday, February 17th at 1:30. Fillmore Elementary School, we have the grand opening on Friday, March 2nd at 1:30. Also want to point out that Mr. Mashburn had a couple of the staff and hosted me and a couple of school board members down to see the new auditorium at Capitol Hill High School. And it's really a neat facility. We might maybe need to schedule a tour to go on down and see that. They've pulled off that old Art Deco plasterwork and restored it all, and the stands for the seats are, it's really well done. You'd be, I think, very proud of the restoration of that facility. It's really a nice auditorium, and they did a really good job with it. So, our next meeting is Tuesday, February 7th, and it's a very large agenda. We anticipate 1 contract award and 14 final acceptance and 15 change orders. So we may not get through it in 10 minutes, but we can try.
You've challenged me. Are there any questions for Mr. Couch? There is a monthly report and a local business utilization report in your packet. Are there any comments about that? And there is a Framing the Future brochure in at your place. Are there any comments by trustees? Yes, Anthony.
There was a nice article in the Oklahoman about the Maps for Kids winding down and all of that, and it actually had a nice picture of that auditorium at Capitol Hill, which is quite handsome, even though it's Capitol Hill.
If I remember, you were against it.
But I would just, say that there's a lot to be proud of. The Classen Comets played their first game in their newly remodeled gymnasium, and the question came up about when was the last time they actually were a home team. And apparently it was like 18 years ago. And I can tell you from experience, with having a son who doesn't have a gym in his school, the challenges that you have with always being the visitor. And so the gyms that we're building and that sort of thing are going to be very good, and I'm just, very proud of that.
Thank you for the comments. Are there any other comments from trustees, staff, citizens? Seeing none, thank you for being here. We're adjourned.